The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
There was a fellow whose daughter was engaged to marry another guy, and both of these guys were the two richest people in an area. Anyway, they both promised they were going to give towards the wedding, and the couple, each one promised they were going to give $1 million each. A short while before the wedding, one of the sides unfortunately went bankrupt, not sketch bankrupt, real bankrupt, and he didn't have the money. And he feels terrible, but he can't fulfill his obligations. So the other guy says to him, listen, if you can't bring to the wedding what you promised, I'm calling the wedding off. The guy says, what do you mean? We're a week and a half away from the wedding. You can't call the wedding off? He says, well, you also can't shirk your obligations. Can't throw the whole thing on me. The 2 weeks before the wedding, I'm not up for it. Guy says, you do what you want. I'm coming to the wedding. The guy goes to the rabbi. He says, let's go talk to. He goes, you can talk to a rabbi. I'm not coming. I wish I had. I don't have. What do you want for my life? The guy goes to the rabbi. It's right before Shabbat. Rabbi opens the door, sees this rich man. He says, how can I help you? The rich man says to him, he goes, no, what happened with my kid? This person, $1 million each. He's da-da-da. The rabbi says, you know something? You're lucky you're coming to me. Come speak to me after Shabbat. The guy thinks to himself, oh, Baruch Hashem. The guy didn't get it, but the rabbi, he said, I'm lucky. He said, I'm lucky I came to him. He's going to figure it out. I'm sure he has a way. Maybe he's got something on the other guy. Maybe he has a halachic loophole here. Right? Brilliant. Guy goes home, Shabbat. He's eating like a champ. He's very relaxed. After Shabbat's over, comes back to the rabbi. The rabbi says, I will see you at the wedding Thursday evening. B'sha'a tova mutzlachat. I'm very excited. Guys, what wedding? Don't you? I came to you. I told you I want to call it off. The rabbi says you're going to do the wedding, and you're going to pay your $1 million, and you're going to pay his $1 million. For the wedding, for everything that came through, you're going to fulfill both promises. The guy says, what? I thought you told me I was lucky that I was coming to see you. And the rabbi smiles and he says, I did say that. You're lucky that you're coming to see me. Not like the other guy who didn't come to see me. You're the one coming. You're the one that's the giver. You're the one with the wherewithal. Thank the heavens that you are on the side of giving and not on the side of receiving. You have all sorts of problems with this guy because he comes around a lot. You already came twice this season. That's your problem with him? Just thank God that you're able to give. You don't want to give so much, give a little bit less. But don't give with bitterness in your heart. None of this money is yours. None of it. You're a steward, and you're getting to live the good life because God has appointed you to be one of the lucky ones to receive and to give. You don't want to receive and give? No problem, says Hashem. I will make you the Kohen. I will make you the Ani. So in a certain sense, B'chanuni na bazot, God says, test me. And everyone looks at this and thinks, test me. Hashem is saying, if you give, you're going to get back. You know how I see this test me? Maybe with a little bit more sinister undertones. Hashem says, I made you a giver. I gave you a business. I gave you a talent, a skill, a job. You don't want to give? You don't want to be a giver? Test me. It's just as easy for me to make you the other guy. Would you rather I gave him the money and you came with the piece of paper? I remember once some guy says to me, this guy, he's coming to the shul, collecting, he's telling people this, that, unbelievable. I said, do you think you could do a better job of being a poor guy? Should I ask him if he wants to switch jobs with you? Because you could do such a better job what he's doing than he's doing. Sometimes we lose that sensitivity and we don't realize that the blessings of HaKadosh Baruch Hu are coming through us, not to us. And if we can feel that and sense that, then we give with an open heart. We give in the nicest of ways. Hashem should bless us all to be able to give from what we have. Some people, it's money. Some people, it's time. Some people, it's your expertise. Some people, it's your empathy. But everybody's got something that God gave them in abundance.
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org